Don't worry. Obviously, professional here. Anyways, so last time we left off, after waking up in the morning, the party started their final prep of getting ready for the travel to the town of Gernama. Finally, it's been feels like it's been a few months, but um, Akora, Ren, and Finwin head back to the stables to get a wagon, and Maze, Abel, and Laurie, along with the two kids, headed to the market place to get some potions and look for some magical items. Agar, Ren, and Finwin managed to get a sturdy wagon along with another warhorse to pull the wagon. A warhorse named Bruce, who seemed to have started some aggression with the other warhorse belonging to Akora. At the stable, Finwin managed to get some information regarding her husband, Roland. The stable master informed her that he saw Roland with some green cloaks about 2 weeks ago and were heading north. With the other group, Maze, Abel, and Laurie, they managed to get some health potions and were directed to an old man's shop who sold them some arrows for Abel mainly, and a ring of shielding for Lily, and also a weird purple crystal that Laurie seemed to have some influence to go pick it up. And the party also managed to get a better bow for Abel so he can get better with his equipment. And after that, after regrouping, Abel decided to talk to Bruce, the new warhorse, and after hearing from Akora and the others how Bruce has been showing aggression towards the other warhorse, using the spell Speak with Animals, Bruce showed he viewed himself very highly and was trying to assert dominance against the other warhorse. And after a few failed attempts to convince Bruce to calm down and be tamed, Bruce bucked a few times, the first one hitting Akora in the chest. The other time lead to some destructions against the cart, resulting in Bruce running away. Or at least trying to run away, being stopped by Maze's chrono magic. Finwin managed to talk Bruce down and had him rejoin on the wagon. After some time fixing the wagon, the group finally hit the road, heading to Gernama. However, after a couple hours down the road, they had seemed to encounter a dragon. And it seemed to be the same red dragon the group had saved before, although the encounter ended with the party repelling the dragon after the dragon attacked the group. So there we will resume. So as the group is traveling down the road to head to Gernama, and they have spotted in the air the large looming figure of a red scale dragon that seems to be circling through the air a few times. What would y'all like to do? Or what is y'all response to this?
Quietly muttering to myself, oh, is it round 2 now, motherfucker? I'm ready to fight this thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna attack it first, but I'm just gonna, like, get ready, I guess.
Lexi,
Does it look like it is...
Alexi, y'all can try to outrun it, but y'all not 100% sure if y'all can.
Yeah, does it look like it has spotted us?
I'll say... Make me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh. You're keeping your eyes peeled on the dragon, and you see the dragon has been circling around y'all's caravan, essentially, and seems to be focusing on y'all. So you can make a good assumption that they has spotted y'all.
Well, I'm fighting it if it comes down here.
Yeah, can I'm gonna use Vigilant Blessing on Abel.
Okay. Duly noted.
So you have advantage on initiative.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Welcome, Echoes. I hope the pickle juices wasn't too bad.
Uh, yeah, it was less. It was more of the glass.
Hmm. Well, I hope you're all right.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just it was a pain in the ass to clean up. It's in the kitchen, my dog. I can't leave it in there. I gotta make sure I get it all.
No, you're good. Well, welcome. You're just in time. You just missed the. All you just missed was the recap and y'all's response to seeing a large red dragon flying circles around y'all overhead. Lexi, I'll have.
If it
Sorry, I'm responding to Lexi in the chat. Just since I see her typing. Lexi, I'll just make you roll a. Make you roll an insight check. And don't worry, Lexi, I'm gonna roll for you if you're cool with that. Okay, let's see. Damn. Okay. 20, a natural 20. Nice. All right. So, if anyone, as you're looking over the dragon as it's circling around, y'all just trying to get a read on the dragon. It is pretty far up there, but you see that it's making slow circles and seems to be slowly descending. It doesn't look very aggressive. Like, it doesn't look like it's getting ready to fight. But it does look like it's getting closer and closer to y'all.
Okay.
Okay. Lexi realize that to the group.
Keep an eye on it then.
I just keep an eye on it.
We do not need to deal with the dragon's bullshit. Again.
It is at that moment that suddenly the dragon, as it's flying circles overhead, suddenly dives bomb down towards you, towards the group, and then with a very hard landing to the group, you see the large red dragons about 20 feet from y'all. And looking directly at y'all, standing about 10 feet tall, bright red scales covering its body, an orange scaled underbelly, and dark yellow eyes, and two somewhat big horns that seem to point backwards before turning up in the air. And the dragon seems to just be locking eyes with all of y'all.
It's just standing there. Menacingly. I wave at it.
Okay, you give a friendly wave to the dragon.
Yeah, well, it's a little like the nervous, like, hi
Oh, okay.
wave, you know, but
Okay.
it's a wave.
You give a little nervous wave to the dragon, and you see the dragon kind of tilts its head and like fully sits up and extends their wings out, kind of just showing off its size towards you. And then you see the dragon just narrow its eyes towards the group, and you hear it go, "What are y'all?"
People? kind of.
Did they just ask what we are? Or
Yeah.
I'm a lion. Pretty sure that's a couple of these people are elves. That's a lizard.
half elf?
Is this your true form?
Okay. I get. I was gonna.
Um,
Talking about the dragons.
Yeah.
They're most or less spirits. We share a self, so to speak.
A connection.
Yes.
Hmm. You see the dragon kind of takes a step towards y'all and just keep sizing, sizing y'all up and just staring down at y'all. And you hear the dragon go, I guess that's why I smell my kin among y'all. But y'all are so small. Hmm. Ah.
Not all of us can be born a dragon, am I right?
Yes, not all of us are so lucky.
Hmm. It is a blessing for my kind. Hmm. Either way, that is not why I have approach y'all. I now, well, after the last time we met, I've come to more of a realization that y'all weren't a part of those fire cultist freaks.
No,
Nope.
we were intending to free you, and I assume in your panic you swung at us. Just kind of glad that we didn't kill you then.
Hmm.
You were a very worthy adversary, though.
Of course. I am the mighty red dragon after all.
Do you have a name, Almighty Red Dragon?
I do.
May I be so bold as to ask what it is?
You may.
What shall we call you, Almighty Dragon?
You can call me that.
Say that again. Okay, say that again. That?
That.
That?
You can call me Almighty Red Dragon.
Yeah, I walked right into that one.
So stupid.
The joke literally went over my head until I
It
caught it.
took me so long to understand.
I'm slow.
Well,
So, are you here to? I don't know. Just to gather information? You're not going to like eat us or something.
not today.
Okay, maybe tomorrow.
Depends.
I guess so.
But my mother always told me to always repay my debts. And I hate having debt towards you smaller races. So, for your assistance last time, I am willing to give y'all a reward. And I'll be nice and let y'all pick what y'all want. And you see, and they hold up 3 of their talents. You get to choose from 3 options. Either 1, I will bring the group a portion of a very, very small portion of my hoard, roughly about 10,000 gold pieces. Second, I will retrieve a magical item and that y'all can pick from my hoard. Or third, you can call me once for assistance in any kind of fight that y'all may have in the future.
I think a strong ally is. I don't mean to presume, but I think a strong ally is something we could have in our pockets right about now.
I wouldn't call us allies.
Acquaintances.
If you come to
with
help in the
catch.
moment, regardless of what your true affiliation is, if you are coming to help us in the fight, you're an ally, if albeit just for the moment. Temporary. But
That's a temporary truce.
Hmm.
Which I personally would think that would benefit us far better than simple items that we could purchase ourselves.
I agree.
Very well.
Having the cards.
Hmm?
Sorry.
No, you good?
Go ahead.
You see the dragon kind of holds out their hand and sets it down on the ground. And in the center of their hand, you see what looks to be a wooden, like a small wooden cylinder. And you see, and they hold it up towards the group and goes, "Here." Whoever wants to take it.
I grab it. I guess.
Okay. And as you go over towards it and pick the small wooden cylinder, you see that it has the outline. It's about maybe this big, like like not too big. Very small wooden cylinder. Looks like a tube, and you see it has a end where you can put your mouth on. It looks like a whistle. And you see it's made of a dark brown wood, and you see red, what looks to be carvings, or red paint that seems to be carved into the wood. And you see, and they look at you, amazed, and go, "No matter where you are, as long as you are on this plane, at least right now, I haven't developed the ability to plane hop yet, but I'll get there in age. I don't think most of y'all will be alive by then, but we'll see."
Okay.
Just blow that whistle, and I will come to you.
That seems generous. So thank you.
But let me be clear. This is only a one-time thing.
I believe it. I'm honestly surprised you even came to talk to us at all. But it shows just testament to your character.
I was just more curious about why two of y'all smell more like my kin than others.
Curiosity doesn't usually garner a reward. You could have just asked and went on your way. But you gave rewards in turn for deeds given, and that's respectable.
I'll let you keep thinking of me like that. I don't see the harm in it. But just be careful if y'all ever get sent out on taking care of a red dragon that, for some reason, burned down a village nearby.
Noted.
Well, my curiosity has been sated. My debt has been repaid. And now, I am off to go get some food. And you see, the dragon kind of eyes y'all's horses. And you see her, and their long, thin tongue just rakes across their teeth, and goes, horses do sound nice.
Not ours, please. We kinda need
At least
them.
not the smaller one.
No, not any of them.
Yeah, not any of them. Thank
We
you.
need the horses.
Oh.
Very, well, not today. Oh, but rest assured, in the future, if we ever meet again, that doesn't involve you using that little whistle, let's be sure it's on peaceful terms. Or you bringing me tribute is always nice. Because I plan to follow my father's footsteps and gonna be a firestorm dragon. That's his legacy that he left behind.
What's your
Honestly,
father's
sounds
name?
pretty
Does someone
badass.
know? Have you heard of your father?
Maze, make me a persuasion check. God damn! Woo! Just get it out already. Alright. You see the dragon kind of just staring at y'all and goes, my father has been dead for a couple centuries now. And he has left his mark in history. They used to call him the Firestorm Dragon in the Empire. But most people refer to my father as Igris.
That's what I thought. Just going right. Oh boy.
Yep.
Okay. I just be like, I'm going ahead and be like, Igris.
Powerful name.
Well, he's dead, so not that powerful.
I'm sure you will succeed him.
Yep.
Mace holds up her hand. Hold on, 1 second. Goes ahead. Igris.
No response.
He's like, I don't want to see my kid.
Eek. Why are you being a deadbeat father, Igris? Igris, you don't want to talk to your son? Is it true at least? I wouldn't want to claim false lineage.
It takes a moment, but you do feel Igris' presence in the back of your head go, first of all, she is my daughter.
Okay.
Oh.
And if she's anything like me, or her mother, she will succeed me.
That's. I want to say that's good. But also not, because you did a lot of bad things.
Perspective.
But okay, that's. I would hope that we've gotten a little more perspective as to what the morality is. But you're right. It all depends what side of the coin you're on, I guess. Should I say anything? Do you want to talk to her? I figured I'd extend that offer.
My time has passed. Her time is now. I do not wish to get in her way. Plus, if she found out that I'm alive, more or less, inside you, things could get messy. So let's just keep this between us.
That's fair. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite us if she somehow figures out anyways, because the creator seems to be getting everybody tied up in everything.
What was that term you mortals use? We'll cross that bridge when we get there? I think that's how it goes.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah. Well.
At this point, you see the dragon kind of just staring at Maze and kind of confused, and looks over at the rest of y'all and goes, "Is this one okay?"
I sneeze. Sorry. My allergies are acting up.
Her brain kind of resets before she sneezes. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you ever get one of those long sneezes? You're a dragon. I imagine you guys have like some hefty fucking sneezes. I'm sure you understand how it goes.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay, bye.
It's nice seeing you properly.
You see the dragon just kind of turns away, spreading out on her wings, and you see she begins running before taking off into the sky.
Oh, that was terrifying.
Indeed. I have a feeling that dragon name was perhaps more important due to he's pausing for so long.
Yes.
I was to ask the same thing.
The dragon name that you dropped as her father is mine.
But
Yours.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Because
There was no conversation about this yet.
Sorry, what? Oh,
perhaps an explanation of what that means specifically.
so the items that have the dragons in them, they are spirits. They have
The what?
What?
They have personalities. Oh yeah, my ring, and Okura's shield, and Abel's. No, the crown is what we kept.
yeah, it's the crown.
Yeah, and Abel's crown.
And
I'll
Laurie
have
has
drag-
the thing.
and Larry's ball of doom has dragon spirits in them, of some kind from long past, that give us things in turn.
That
And
explains why you guys pause so often.
yeah, we go and talk in our head to them. I know it probably just looks like we just checked off
Oh,
reality.
that's what all that's about. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why that strange man approached us in that alley. He's the creator of these
He's a
items,
fucking
allegedly.
asshole.
Yeah.
Is
That
that
too.
why you didn't want to give up the bow?
Yes. When we found that bow, the things that it was going through, the dragon, the person, what she was putting that dragon under was when we go into these spaces, it's different for each of us, but it's a layer of sorts. It's detached from time. For me, it's often a cave, and there are paintings on the cave walls of different things that Igris has seen in my own past, and there's some other weird stuff going on that I'm not entirely sure what's happening. What we'll figure it out. What was happening when we did that communion? It was chained. It was decrepit. That dragon was a shell of what it should be. She hadn't bonded with it. She subjugated it. And the creator wanted it back, and the things he did to make these items onto these dragons, from what we've learned so far, seems to be nothing short of torture. And killed them. Their physical body is no more. They're not just trapped, they are spirits, essentially. So, there's
Perhaps
that.
I was more correct in my statement than I thought I was.
And also mine and Ocorus are related.
Right. Okay.
They fight sometimes,
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
and we all get caught in the middle of it, and we all almost blow up and die. But you know,
Oh,
things
Yeah, I
happen.
may have
Wait.
fireballed our feet the one time I got when Igris' rage got out of control, but me and him have learned to not do that. Mostly.
Well, I hope so.
Because now I can do a meteor swarm, and I'm fairly certain if we lost control and that went off, I'm going to be labeled as like a terrorist or something for the rest of history.
oh.
Likely.
I mean, still better than what Laurie did, right?
Well, that okay. I didn't do that to
Yeah, what
you
is
guys.
that?
Look, all I'm saying, as far as if you see us going out of control and you have to pick one to stay closer to, because it's safer, it would probably be a Korra, because there's no reason to believe that Valerian has done something too crazy yet. Or
Well, I
will.
think the safest one to be close to would be Abel. He's
That's
dragon
true, but we
extremely
know-
level-headed in comparison to the rest of ours.
That's fair.
Don't
No, finish that
get
sentence,
next to me
Mace.
at all if Steve is here.
Here, what I'm getting is that you all have sociopathic dragons.
No,
No.
Just Laurie.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
See, that's what you say about some very interesting people I would never want to be around.
We literally
So,
have kids with us. We can't be that crazy.
He's not that. He's not so bad. He just doesn't
Steve is
understand.
okay.
he was
He
bad
doesn't
enough
know.
that Abel told us to walk away from you while
Oh.
you were asleep.
That's true.
Well,
That's a
I
precaution.
did. Yeah, it's a precaution that hasn't happened in a few days, so
Case without incident.
yeah.
Wasn't that like yesterday?
Well, I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't kill anyone yesterday.
Look, like in this
As far
play
as
I
we
saw. But did you die? Right? You didn't die. I did. So,
I did too.
yeah, but I was dead longer, so like, the joke was
Yeah,
supposed to be,
that's
you know?
my bad.
Definitely not
Yeah, that I was
traumatized
dead
at all.
longer.
I'm happy it only took like a couple days to have this conversation.
Well, we had to make sure that they weren't, you know,
It'd be really funny thing.
a problem yet.
Yet.
And I know this is a lot of information, and it's all a little frightening, but none of us have killed each other yet. So
Yeah,
I think it'll be fine. Us dying was not
Yeah.
related to our dragons.
yeah, it actually wasn't anything to do with that crazy shit. It was just
You
we
know
got
that
our asses kicked.
the one we were talking about who had the bow before, it was her. But, you know, she's dead now, so
Yeah.
there's no problem.
To be fair, that one was a changeling.
There is also
Well, both
more.
of them are dead now.
More?
But...
What do you mean more?
So there's like
Oh, yes, that one who's with the Black Knight.
yeah, there's like a whole well yeah, I wasn't even going to specifically going to her yet, but she has like 3 dragon items or something, and
She
she's
can turn
fucking
into a
scary.
dragon, can't she? She turned into a dragon, right? Like that one time.
I
Was
think
that her or was that someone else? Someone
I
turned
don't-
into a dragon.
I feel
I
like
don't
we
think
need
it
to
was
keep
nothing
going
crazy.
with the
but
conversation.
she
She has
had
a
like
lot
that
of
show
them.
power, yeah. But that was more talking about the whole that there's a faction that's building a nation that's like entirely bent on like unification of everybody and bringing
There's
everybody
a
under
what?
one banner and with peace, and we are kind of aligned to them, kind of not. Now it's up in the air. I died. I lost the
Not
gift they gave me.
anymore, I don't think.
Well,
It,
not all of us.
Abel and I might have burned that bridge a little bit while you were dead.
Oh,
I
I
Well,
was
I don't-
never on that bridge to burn it.
you were on the bridge. You just weren't like invested in the bridge. You didn't hold any stock in it. You didn't put money down.
I had no money to give, Maze.
I don't know if you understand the expression I used or not. I can never tell.
really wish I had wine on me right now. Okay.
I did
Anyway,
too.
yes, so
Sure.
the reason we are going to Gernama is to complete a mission we received from them, and then we'll have no connection to them anymore. So,
You know what the silver lining is of that? You know? That fucking spider girl. We don't have to see that shit ever again.
I thought she was quite nice.
She was! But my dreams don't think so.
If she's a child, it's not her fault.
That makes it worse.
What was this girl, like a swarm keeper?
No.
No,
This
she
was a little girl with spider legs coming out of her back that was crawling on the walls and things.
Oh,
She was very nice. She is just fucking creepy.
There.
I can imagine.
I wish I
Anyway.
Mace says
We should-
the
I assumed, yeah, I assumed.
I
Yeah.
assume, yes.
Mace just trails off staring in the distance.
I can
like
just listen to it.
trauma.
I can just listen to y'all just trying to like somewhat defend y'all's actions, try to make this whole situation sound normal to the 2 newcomers who have no idea what they just stepped into. Lord have mercy.
I'm not even off of it yet.
So,
Right.
yes, it's. Gosh, I can't believe I nearly forgot this. That Abel, Maze, and I met at a tournament in order to get money, and that's where we actually found Egress and Steve.
Yet we got them by winning.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, it feels like. But, you know, really wasn't that long ago if you think of it.
It's
How
like
long
a-
have
it
you
was
all
like a
been
month.
traveling together?
Laughs, and it has been several years.
Oh, yes, we've only known each other for a month
A month. Okay.
ish.
Yep, definitely just a month.
Something like that.
Alright.
A lot has
We-
happened.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh.
let's just put it that way.
And I have I don't know if anybody else picked up on it, and I've said it a few times, and no one's acknowledged me when I said it, so I genuinely feel like I'm fucking crazy. But the last few times, I don't know if it was just him, but I know he was one of them. The creator, when we spoke with him, he said something to me, and he said, and I quote, paraphrasing, kind of. Oh, that hasn't happened yet, or we haven't met that way yet, or something along those lines, insinuating that me and him had met before. And I don't know if you realize the nature of what my magic is, but that kind of scares me that I fucked up somewhere.
Oh, that's true. I haven't thought about that.
I specialize in magic that deals with manipulation of time.
Oh boy.
And I don't like that. That scares me.
That is a concerning comment.
So it's a relatively new school of magic. I mean, it's so little is known about it. I don't know if I could have fucked something up really bad down the line. And that's something we should be wary of, because based on what he said, that's insinuation that I did, or something else is going on.
I'm going to choose to believe that something else is going on, but I will remain wary.
Probably the same for
That
me.
is concerning.
Well,
I think that about covers all the really fucked up things we have going on right now.
oh yes, and
I mean, other than why you're being chased by the green cloaks, but I won't.
well, that's
push back.
my fault.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Yeah,
So yeah, was that ever explained to Akora what the hell
I
was
don't
going
think
on with that?
so.
No.
Really.
No.
Oh, that's
Just
funny.
Everybody getting that.
In the front
I
of the
will
car-
I will state that
I think
Akora
always said.
did like most of this information besides any of the dragon information
It's
is completely new to you. Like none of the Black Order and stuff, none of that organization has been explained.
I'm just sitting here driving the car. I'm like, yeah.
I think all
Hey,
we
oh,
said
right,
to
you just
Akora
hear-
is that my dad
yeah,
was
when
an
were
asshole.
you
That was
gonna tell
it.
me about the green cloaks?
Okay, so I may have run away from the Feywild without my family's permission, and my family may be incredibly wealthy and paying the Green Cloaks a lot of money to kidnap me and take me back to the Feywild.
And that.
You said that so chalantly. I don't like that.
Well,
Looks a little
Nonchalant.
tense.
I'll deal with it eventually.
We're just gonna have to kill so many of them until you eventually either go home or we kill the leader.
Or we kill my father.
Or that.
Well,
Or
You
that.
know.
I don't want to,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
but that is an option.
I'm
I'm
so
not-
glad that.
Opposed to it.
So far, I'm not either. Your dad kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah, he does.
I blew up.
Maze and Cora, y'all both here in both of y'all's head, y'all's respective dragon go, I'm really liking her.
Maze is like kind of like eyes roll back for a second. It's like, Laurie, Igor said that he enjoys you.
Oh, thank you, Igris. It's very kind.
Uh,
Well, I got you guys all killed.
We-
Yeah, she died too.
Yes, long story short, I've killed a lot of green cloaks, and they're still coming after us, so I don't know how many of them there are. But there can't be too many more.
I
When
don't
you
know.
say that.
Well, I don't know too much
We
about
have to
them.
just make sure we don't cause more of an issue with them.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't want to be hunted down.
I
more.
don't think. I think we're
They
kind
are
of
just
past.
doing their jobs. They're doing what they're paid to do, but, you know.
Edwin looks incredibly tense at the comment of hoping that no more come after them.
I'm sure there will be more of them after us at some point. They don't seem to know when to give up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with my family. We'll figure it out. It surely can't go wrong at all.
I'm so glad that even though my family doesn't like what I've done and what I've chosen at all, they're not that fucking crazy.
Oh, my family doesn't know half of what I've done.
Well, yeah, I just mean like, not
glad for that
taking the
one.
noble house, not
You know,
pursuing the family trade.
yes,
I'm
that.
a lion.
Okay,
Lion.
what are you lying
Cora.
about?
Oh my goodness.
We broke Sam.
Maze is doing finger guns and smirking.
Good
He's
for
gone.
you, okay? I sure wish my life were that simple.
Sam, are you okay?
Oh, don't we all?
Mace kind of gets actually a little twinge of like seriousness right there with the wish my life were that simple.
Are you
It's
okay,
like-
Sam?
I'm fine.
It's like my life is anything but simple.
Well, suppose that's another thing we have in common.
Go away. Go away. I'm trying to eat
But,
my
you
food.
know, it doesn't need to be a conversation for now. I don't need to talk about my family. What else has happened?
Tell us about yourself,
Perhaps
lady.
it is.
What about the two of you? What are
Yes.
you up to?
We're just
Not-
killing
not you,
Sam.
What are you up to?
This is very awkwardly trying to
And I
change the
volunteer
subject.
Ren to go first.
Well, I think you already pretty much know what,
Ren, would you like to begin?
Trying to eat
what
my
I'm
food.
up to. I'm just trying to find out what happened to the Raven Queen.
Oh,
Pretty
What
much
happened
pretty
to
much all
her?
I have going on. Well, just her connection, I guess. She hasn't been speaking to me.
Maze goes
That's
fucking like she's already a pale person. She goes paler.
Oh,
Just
Has she
completely
been talking to you or?
No. Not since that fucking thing.
Since
You
There's
don't. You do
something
not want to know.
in Rusty Point. Something that we found that's been locked away. And I think it'd be best if we leave it there.
Just know that whatever it is, the Raven Queen struggles to keep it at bay. And us finding it seems to have. I don't know if was unleashed, but it definitely sped up whatever was happening.
Interesting. Well, I'm hoping once we reach this town, I'll hopefully be able to ask around to see what they know, because it's my dream that I told you all about.
You can
Just
still
just see what's going on there.
feel her, right?
No. I mean, I still have my Raven, but besides that, no.
Yeah. I don't know. Something is in motion that,
And that worries me.
yeah, ancient and scary. Pretty, I guess at this point, pretty run of the mill for us. And Maze is like,
Oh.
I'm going to read my book.
Perhaps it is a bad time to mention then, since we are all airing our grievances, that we may be currently being pursued by vampires as well.
Oh, I fucking forgot
Vamp?
about the
Are they
vampires.
Excuse me,
pursuing us?
vampires?
I thought we got
Yeah.
rid of them.
No.
Oh
No.
dear.
Remember, he
What
kicked
happened?
our ass and he just left. He gave us a kid and left after killing his dad or
Why are
whatever.
vampires after you?
We
Perhaps
killed a
not
bunch
after
of
the
them
whole
at a
group.
hotel. Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
What?
I thought it was just because of the inn where we killed a lot of them.
In part,
How many
that
things are
was the
you
start of
pulling
it again.
in that I have no clue of either?
Well, I forgot that you didn't know these things.
And also, to be fair, what kind of information are you going to get out of Abel that he's not willing to
Oh,
share?
right. Absolutely nothing. Stop fighting.
Abel, is this something we should be concerned about?
Yes.
Well, all right. Suppose I'll add it to the list.
oh my goodness.
It is ever since that night, the vampire that fled, I believe that I know him. I know that if that is true, we are most likely being searched for again.
Wonderful.
Want to start a bingo card to see how many like crazy things we can get coming after us at once. You get free
Please
space,
don't.
and then dragons and vampires and
The positive is that
mercenaries.
the longer we stay moving, the less likely it is for them to find us, especially since most of the time they can only hunt in the night unless they move in those dark clouds like they did that one time.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, we made friends with werewolves. That was the thing.
Oh yes, but
Where
the ancient
tigers.
We're tigers. That's
the
what-
ancient evil
This is also where we
thing
picked up Lily, wasn't it?
was in the basement of their home.
Yeah, but I don't.
I don't know if they were aware of that, but I don't know how you could not be aware of something like that.
Was it the basement of the home? Because I thought we went.
Well, it was the basement of the house they told us to go to that they said was theirs, but I don't know if it actually was.
Nathan, stop.
That's the part that
and this has happened in a month.
Yeah. It's been
Most
Oh.
of that actually has happened in the past few weeks.
Oh,
the past week, actually. A lot of it.
Oh, you're right. But yes, okay. Also,
Apparently, we lead some very interesting fucking lives.
um,
you did.
Lily, we met
Wait,
her at
Isn't out
the
of character?
inn.
Isn't Lily also a were-tiger, or is that something else?
No, that was the
Just
Pharaoh's
kidding,
daughter.
okay.
We met Lily at the inn, after her father was. I'm gonna try to look and make sure Lily can't hear me.
I will cover her ears.
Her father.
Hang on. She's asleep. She's out cold.
Oh, okay, good. Her
Okay.
father was killed by one of the vampires that was slaughtering everybody in that town, honestly. And Ryan, we found him
We
while we were
think we
traveling.
rescued him, yeah. He's I'm putting him under my charge, so
Yes, and we need to return him to his family in the Empire, I believe, right?
that is correct. No?
Not
No?
the
Not
Empire.
the Empire? No, within the Empire.
Yeah, y'all
And
in
Empire.
The other
He lives elsewhere.
other place. The I don't remember.
I don't
Shit.
remember
It's
either.
in my notes.
He's from my homeland.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I forgot where that is. It's been a couple months, Sam. Okay.
I'm not saying anything. He asked y'all to see if y'all can return him home to the slain kingdom.
Sling Kingdom. That's what it was.
Yes.
So
Plain Kingdom.
I think that is most of everything.
All of
I'm
this
sure
has
I'm
happened
forgetting
because
something.
Certainly in my past life. Ugh. Well,
Well, it
lucky for
sounds
you,
like
besides the green boots, I can't think of anything that would be coming after me specifically.
Well, that's good. At least.
Yeah. At least we won't have too many more things going on.
Give it a
No,
few
it's
more
okay.
days.
That's about. Before God said that, I was about to say the same thing.
Well, and maybe dwarves. It depends on several factors.
Oh, great, dwarves. All right, I got bingo.
Man, I gotta say, y'all have been traveling for like months together, and this is like the most conversation y'all had in this whole entire trips that y'all traveled on.
Well, we had to catch them up on history, so they just would get blindsided. Like dragons? Oh, vampires? Oh,
Yeah,
No,
might as well
I-
explain everything if we're
No,
gonna
I-
explain something.
I fully encourage y'all having like conversation like these role playing moments. I fully encourage.
Or
it.
driving and talking, so this is great.
Oh,
kill
that-
time and way to
That's
get
what I assumed. I didn't expect y'all to just pull over to the side and go
I don't
like,
think-
all right, so this.
I don't think Bruce will let us just sit idly by while His Eminence
And there's
waited.
this.
I hate this fucking horse so much.
If anything happens,
Get a new
we're gonna run
horse.
out of
I was
food
trying
or
to
eating
offer
food.
him to the dragon, and you said no.
well, because we need him as much as I would rather just.
We could literally just
Not
take
a
Laurie's
horse.
horse. Laurie has a horse. I don't know why I picked a second one.
Well, we have a
Well,
carriage.
if we need to offer a sacrifice for something, we have him.
Yeah, Bruce will sacrifice.
There we go. We're preemptively. We've got something already.
Hey, I bought the horse. I can do what the fuck I want with it.
Well, I guess that is fair.
All right.
Okay, I'm rubbing the giant hoof-shaped bruise on my chest.
We get kicked the shit.
He did.
The
He
only
kicked the
reason
shit
that we
out
were
of
in
me.
any trouble with the horse in the first
Oh my
place is
God.
because Abel has no clue how to talk.
Abel has no
it's
clue how to
because the
talk,
horse is
period.
an asshole.
That's true.
I do know how to talk.
I'm literally able.
Yes, but not well.
Yes.
You know how to talk. You don't know how to hold conversation.
As soon as I saw the mic muted go off, I'm like, yep.
It is not my fault that you do not understand me.
You know,
Not that
not
I don't
always,
understand
but
you,
sometimes
it's that
it
when
is.
you try to talk.
Well, when you do crack a joke, I am surprised that you do have a sense of humor.
Yeah, your jokes have been getting good. I'm proud of you.
They have been getting better. I'm proud. We are proud of you. I sound like a
Not
very
necessarily an
backhanded
issue until
compliment
you-
for me.
Not necessarily an issue until you try talking to a giant horse and proceed to mad that I have to intervene.
Well, that was a group effort. We kinda, except obviously you didn't piss him off, but I certainly did.
As the sun goes down. As
You
the-
had to stop us at some point.
Hey, I would have let y'all kept on going, but I'd rather get to the town eventually.
Yeah.
That
Sorry,
would be a horrible thing.
sorry, it's been a few months, but I just had that down on the back folder for a bit. But anyways, as the sun goes down and setting, y'all all continue down on the road having this conversation, and after a couple, like another hour or so, you'll decide to set up camp and head, get everything all set up. And I will bring y'all all over. Boop. Boop. As all of y'all go and begin setting up camp, I would like to ask who is taking first watch. Not everyone at once.
I can. Actually, I wasn't about to get destroyed.
Okay. Mace will take first watch. Yeah, I'm assuming everybody else is gonna head to bed.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll let y'all go to y'all's respective tents, wherever y'all want to go. Abel, I'm assuming up there with the kids. And Finland, I'm just gonna assume wherever tent that Ren's in.
Yes.
Okay. Just so you don't have to go through the whole hassle of trying to move it.
Yep.
I'm still trying to figure that out, but we'll get there. Anyways, Maze, go
Fine.
ahead and make me a perception check.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's more like it.
Okay. As night comes and campfire's been set up, you're sitting by it and kind of just looking around. Can't help but think about the conversation that you had with the group, and just kind of getting that reminder that all of this shit has been going on. And so you can't help but get distracted by all those thoughts. And your mind drifts, and for a moment there, you think you hear a twig snap, so you look over. Nothing seems to move.
A
The-
chorus snores loudly in the background.
A chorus snoring loudly in the background.
It's a demon.
A few hours go by, but the rest of your watch goes by uneventful.
Thank goodness.
Who's taking second watch?
I can.
Okay, and when you're coming up. And Finland, go ahead and make me a perception check.
I decided to reload my browser. 1 second.
Naturally.
If you like, you can just roll it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Finwin, as you're sitting by the campfire, yeah, more or less the same thought process, but keeping a better eye out, looking around, your eyes peeled, and you're just trying to process all this information that this new group that you and Ren have joined up on have all of this going on, and you're just doing your best to process all of this. And your mind, as you're keeping your eyes peeled, your mind goes from the talks of vampires, the talks of dragons, until it finally settles on the green cloaks, making you think more about them, and eventually leading to your husband, leading to the new information that you recently attained that your husband seems to be with the Green Cloaks for some reason. Not 100% sure why. But you more or less got the impression that you have at least found some information. So, there's that at least. Mm-hmm.
Did you want me to roll?
Oh, you already rolled your perception check.
Okay, it just didn't show up for me, so.
Weird. Yeah, you got a 16.
Okay.
The rest of your watch goes by without no issues. Who's taking the third and final watch?
I can.
Okay. Then Ren, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Y'all are rolling good today. Alright. So Ren, more or less doing the same thing. Just trying to process all the new information that you gotten and trying to figure out what's going to be coming up next, what's going to be at the town of Gernama that y'all are about 2 days more. Well, one more day technically, but as trying to just figure out what's going on with the Raven Queen and trying to figure out that connection and where it'll lead. The rest of your watch goes by without any issues. The morning comes with the sun reaching over the horizon, signaling the end of your watch. And everyone gets out of the tent. No issues. Now, as all y'all are getting packed up and getting ready to head back out to continue y'all's journey, I mentioned this before. I mentioned this last week. And I'll mention it again to remind y'all. There's only 2 numbers for the encounter roll out of 6 that'll determine if something happens. This is y'all's really y'all's last day of travel. So, with all that being in mind, who wants to roll me a d6 for me?
I'll do
I
it.
can do it. Oh,
I rolled the dragon last time, so it's your turn.
But the
So,
dragon didn't. It turned out to not be bad.
We got lucky.
so Larry, roll me a d6 for me, please.
Oh boy. Sorry, guys.
I'm just waiting for Sam's webcam to just zoom in on his face.
Well,
Okay.
Yep, that's an encounter. Good job.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
did it. Woo.
Y'all continue traveling down on the road and more or less just processing all the information. And Akora, you're still trying to fight Bruce's like attempts to take the
I'm
lead.
trying to be nicer to him, so I'm trying to do my best to pretend that I like him enough that I'll let his ego take the lead.
Okay.
I don't know how to translate that into talking to a horse, but I'm just trying to make nicer sounds and be generally
No,
like I'm a kiss up.
I gotcha.
I hate every second of it, though.
So y'all continue traveling down the dirt road. Excuse me. And as y'all traveling, it's a nice sunny day. The day goes by quickly. Uneventful. Once again, the sun sets, so y'all set up camp and begin pitching up y'all's tent. So, I'll ask again, who is taking first watch?
I can this time.
Okay. Then, Okora, I'll go ahead and roll me a perception check. Okay. Okora, you're resting by the fire, just looking around, keeping your eyes peeled, being a bit more on alert, and can't help but get distracted by all the sound of bugs in the forest, and kind of looking around, and hours go by, and your watch remains uneventful. Who's taking second watch?
I can do
I-
this one. Oh,
I don't mind taking. I was gonna say I don't mind taking 3.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do it.
So, yeah, but we'll take the next watch. Alright, Abel. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Damn. Okay.
Gotta take that long rest from the first time.
Abel, you're keeping your eyes, your sharp eyes peeled, just looking at anything that moves. You spot a raccoon in a tree, and at a moment you're just squinting at it, just trying to see if it's actually a raccoon. But then you see the raccoon just dash away. You spot the outline of a deer walking by the camp and the tree line. You spot even a little tiny rabbit that's just getting curious and getting a little closer to the campsite before dashing away. Hours go by, and your watch remains uneventful. Maze, you say you're taking your final watch?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Okay. Maze, you're sitting by the fire and looking around, keeping your eyes peeled. Now more focused compared to last night. And then you hear a branch snap off to the side. Coming from the east side of the camp.
Just like a branch.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a branch snap.
Okay. I'll send Poe over there.
Okay. As you order Poe to be sent out, you can't help but notice that there is a slight delay to Poe's responsiveness to your command. Like just ever so slightly, but very noticeable, as Poe just flies through the air, going in that direction, taking a look around. And as Poe scans the east side of the camp, doesn't find anything.
Uh. Okay. I'll kind of like move towards there, but like slowly and really listening.
Okay. As you move closer to the east side of the campsite and really focusing in on trying to perceive what caused the noise. You then see a deer just suddenly out of the bushes and going to the north side of the camp now.
Fireball. No. Oh, a deer. Like I put my head in my hands, like oh my god, the fucking deer. Are you kidding me? And then like mid sentence, cut myself off. I'm like, no, we did way too much shit for me to just write it off immediately. So I'm gonna cast detect magic at
Oh.
first level.
Okay.
Just it makes me put down a radius for some reason, but it's a 30-foot radius.
Okay. You cast out detect magic and begin to focus in on any magical auras that are around you within 30 feet. And as you're looking around, trying to spot anything, you do get the faint sense of a small magical energy. And it seems to be getting closer from the west side of the campsite.
Okay. Can I tell what school of magic it is? Or the detect magic I can. So is it a specific one or?
This would be technically enchantment.
Okay, and it's moving towards us, not from the deer. It's just moving towards us.
Yeah, not from the deer's direction. The deer went north, but this magical presence seems to be, it's fairly small, but it is coming from the west side.
Okay, so I'm gonna send Poe fly over in that direction.
Okay, Poe flies over to that direction. And that's not that hard to pick up, but you do spot where this magical presence is coming from. As you see what looks to be a floating, blinking light
Mother.
that seems to just be slowly blinking. A very dull blue. And you almost don't catch it, but the single blinking light seems to illuminate these tinier. They look like look like small balls with wings, following it, getting closer to the campsite.
Does it look like what are they called again? The bugs that blew me up?
The melody flies?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
I go right to Lari's tent, straight there.
Go straight to Larry's tent. What do you do?
And I tap her. I'm like, Lari.
Doesn't respond.
Kicking her, and I look fucking done.
What? What? What is
Those
happening?
fucking bugs that your fucking family sent out to us last time. There's more coming. This time I caught them before they were right on us, though.
What if they're just fenwind?
You think that? The
It
bugs
could be
flying
so.
in from out of the camp.
Oh, maybe they flew away and now they're coming back.
I do the that kid's face. Are you?
Are
Oh,
you saying? Are you saying saying that that's impossible for that
I'm
to
not saying it's
happen.
impossible, but when has the unlikely better option ever been the case?
Well, they're not
Except
doing
yesterday.
anything yet. I don't understand why you woke me up of all people. What do you want
Because
me to do?
you get less sleep. Because this is your family's crazy shit. I expect the same if it were mine. And I'm doing that walking out of the tent. I'm like, I'm going to wake up the person that knows about these fucking bugs.
Alright, I'm going to sleep.
No! Go to Ren and Femin's then.
Okay. Go to their tent.
And I wake up and I'm like, okay, so
Femin, like, kind of jolts awake.
there are more of the bugs that you have, and we've encountered them before, and they fucked us up because they were being used by Laurie's family trying to get her back. You know, that's a whole thing. We explained it. There's more coming, and you know, I just don't believe they're not going to try and fuck us up. So I forgot to let you know. Maybe you, I don't know. Can you talk to them or something? I know that maybe doesn't sound like logical, but you control some. So
I can try.
because I let you know if they crest that fucking thing again and they showed even the slightest hostile intention, I will turn this forest into a fire. I am never dealing with that again.
They're incredibly peaceful and docile creatures. I'm not entirely certain why they'd be sending melody flies, of all things, after Laurie, but
They blew up. They exploded. I can
yes,
still feel
because you were probably being an idiot and attacking them for no reason.
No, I just walked up to them. Actually, I think I killed my bird first.
Yeah, Poe attacked one, and then they blew him up first.
No, he just flew near it, and then they blew him up.
Okay. Sure.
Oh wait,
I can see what I can do.
I'm just giving,
Uh,
trying to exhaust possibilities. So, you know, if you want to go and investigate it, be my guest. You probably have a better idea of how these things work than I do. But I am not going near those things again if I can help it.
I can take a look. Where'd you say they were?
I'll just take them to the direction they were coming from, and my detect magic should have dropped if I'm not mistaken. No, it's 10 minutes. It won't drop yet.
Yeah,
So I
still
can
up.
very easily find it.
Okay. So, Finwin, you get dragged out of your tent and pointed in the direction of in the more accurate direction of where where Abel's asleep right now, or so we think. Where Maze is leading you, and it doesn't take you long to spot that there is the single glowing blue light that seems to be coming from the trees.
I'll have my melody flies kind of come out and float around me.
Okay. You.
Hopefully to signal that I mean no harm in any way.
Okay. So, your own swarm comes out and begins lighting up some soft blue colors, and then, seemingly in response, the single blue light goes out, and now you cannot see them.
So we actually grab it. I'd like to cast Fairy Fire. What? Maybe? Please.
There, up.
There.
You're trying to. You say you're trying to cast it?
I think I got it.
Ah, there we go. You got it.
It just took forever.
Okay.
Right.
And you shoot it at in the direction.
Just towards where I last saw the glowing light.
Okay. You shoot out your magical flames, and it. I'll say, go ahead and give me the description of like what it looks like as you're shooting out the fire and the fairy fire. Blech.
Well, a part of the swarm comes and gathers in my hand, kind of forming really close together, looking generally just like a very large melody fly. And then it shoots out
Okay.
and flies in that direction.
Okay. So, the melody flies, forms a spell and shoots out in a direction. And as all the different color of the fire soars through the air, you can briefly see the outline of what looks to be a large swarm. Mage, you can see this too. And you can easily point out that this swarm is the biggest you have seen. Bigger than any of the other ones you saw before.
Oh.
And you see all of them seem to be hovering in the air as the fire goes towards them. Just double checking. Yeah, okay. As the fire goes towards them and begins resting on the melody of the swarm, you see the swarm seems to pulse with light, like from where it gets hit by the single melody fly. It lights up red, and it looks like a wave of red goes throughout the swarm. And due to the fairy fire, you can now see a more where the swarm is, as they seem to be just stationary right now.
This is very odd behavior, as far as I am aware.
Well, if you can control them, it's not far-fetched to think that somebody else can.
Certainly not.
And I think that is the problem. And no offense to yours, I hate these fuckers. They make me uncomfortable. Yours, they're okay.
Is there a way to tell if they're, like, being controlled by someone, or would I be able to tell?
I'll say for you, make me an animal handling check with advantage, since you know these creatures well.
Alright.
Damn,
Ah!
that's with
that's-
advantage.
Ah.
Yeah,
That
yeah, it
an
is.
advantage. That's awful.
Oh, god damn.
Looking over this large of a swarm, you, based on your knowledge with melody flies, you know that for the most part these melody flies usually have like kind of like a center brain fly that conducts them, and it looks like there's some in there, but you're not 100% sure if they're being controlled by an outside influence or not. It's hard for you to tell.
Is there a way to tell if they're being aggressive, or are they just kind of just sitting there?
Based on the animal handling check you made, can't tell.
Wonderful.
Oh boy.
But they are just remaining stationary.
I carefully move closer to the large swarm.
Okay. How closer are you gonna get? Right now they're
How
about.
far away am I from them?
Right now they're about. I would say. Roughly 25 feet from you.
Oh boy.
I'll move maybe 10 feet closer.
Okay. So you're 15 feet away from them. You
Yeah.
get closer to them. Swarm doesn't seem to react.
I'll move another 10 feet.
Okay. So you're 5 feet away from them.
Yeah.
You see the swarm. Now you can hear their, like normally for a single melody flag, you want to hear their tiny wings flapping. But since it's this large of a swarm, you can hear what it sounds like loud buzzing in the air as they remain stationary. And as you get within 5 feet away, 5 feet from them, you see the swarm begins opening up. Like just opening, it seems like it looks like opening up a mouth, sort of, just opening up for you and remaining open.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. um. Okay. I'll move the final 5 feet to be where the swarm is.
Okay. You move the final 5 feet into the swarm, and the swarm just seems to part way for you and close behind you. Maze, all you saw is just Fenwin just walking into the swarm. And the swarm seems to just open up like a mouth and close behind her.
Oh fuck.
Are my melody flies reacting in any weird way?
Your melody flies seems to. I'll say since you're more familiar with these your own melody flies as a swarm keeper, you're able to pick up that most of them seem calm, but there's a little bit on edge, like they're a little bit more defensive. But you can chalk that up to it being natural, since they're always looking to defend you. But you do see that they're generally more in their neutral state right now, as the large melody fly swarm just flies around you, and then you start to see some lights. Some of them begin to light up. At first, it's red, and you recognize, when they blinking red, it means that they're being, it means aggression, like they're being hostile. But then you see it start to shift to a light yellow, which signals curiosity for them, and then it goes to blue, which is more of a peaceful color for them. And then soon many more begins lighting up blue. And then and it gets to a point where all of them begin lighting up blue, and it's like a sudden spotlight gets shined onto you as all of them begin lighting up blue. And Maze, to you it looks like a miniature moon has just appeared there with the amount of melody flies lighting blue as it shines towards you, and it shines a bit too bright that you have to like hold your hand over your eyes a bit to just still trying to focus, and all of at once, just all of a sudden, they all go dark.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I kind of call out to Maze. They're not aggressive, at the very least. The blue is a good sign. I'm unsure what is making them go dim.
May sighs relief and slowly stops the starting of incantation for a fireball. Well, what are you doing?
I have no clue.
Okay, that makes me feel bad there. I'm gonna back up a few more feet.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I said that out loud too.
Okay.
And I back up. Just keep watching for now.
Okay. As you back up, and when you look around, you can see the outline of the swarm. Like you can see the most of the individual melody flies, but you can see them around you. Although now that they're dark, it's hard to like make them out, like make most of them out. But you can obviously hear them around you, and then you then start to see on the other side or in front of you a pathway is being opened up, like it's slowly parting, and then you see a humanoid figure or an outline of a humanoid figure begins walking towards you. Due to the lack of light, you can't make out any details. All you can see is just the outline of a humanoid figure walking towards you.
Towards me or towards?
Towards Finwin.
Okay. I don't see it or no?
Yeah.
No.
Would Ren be able to see this or no? Yeah.
Maze, you do not see this. Everything is currently being blocked by the large swarm that's surrounding Finwin. Finwin, you do see this. You do see the humanoid figure walking towards you, like from the opening that the large melody swarm has opened up.
For now, I guess I'll let them get closer until I can see them.
Okay. As they get closer and closer, one thing you notice is as they're getting closer, it doesn't hit you at first, mainly due to the loud buzzing around you. But you don't hear footsteps from this humanoid, even though it looks like they're taking steps towards you. And as they get closer and closer, you see the humanoid figure begins glowing. But tiny glows are beginning to illuminate the humanoid body, as you now realize that this humanoid form seems to be made entirely of melody flies. And as the humanoid gets closer and closer to you, they're now shining a bright blue light as they now stop and stand before you about 5 feet away from you.
Hello?
A moment of silence goes by until you hear Finn, I hope my my swarm reached you, or at least found you. And I would like to apologize for not seeing you. I'm sorry, darling. And it's weird. It's a mixture of what sounds like when the conversation first started, it sounds like a very warped voice, but you see it start to settle, and you hear, you then recognize the voice of Roland.
Tears start popping up in the corner of Fenwin's eyes. Roland? What?
It's good to hear your voice, darling. This is You see, the arm of the humanoid, looks like it's scratching the back of their head, even though they're made entirely of, melody flies. You hear, Roland's voice goes, this is a lot more emotional than I'm more used to. But, it's very good to hear your voice. And you can...
What happened?
That's it's a pretty loaded question, I will admit. Darling, just know that I'm alright. Well, for now at least. And I do have to ask, are you safe?
Yes, for now. I found a party
Oh,
to travel
that's good. That's good. I'm happy about that. I'm glad you found another party. That sounds bad. That's not what I mean. You know that.
with. Yes, I know.
God, what I would give to give you a kiss right now. It's... Sorry, can't... don't have long to communicate. I apologize. Finwin, right now, I have to be away from you. As tough as that is.
You're with the Green Cloaks right now.
Ah, you heard about that.
Yes.
Finland, there's a lot. There's a lot I need to tell you. And darling, I need you to trust me on this one. Just like back in the Feywild. Darling, I
I
will...
will trust you.
Thank you. Darling, I will obviously see you again. We both know that there's nothing on this plane that can keep me away from you. Because we both know that we're both very stubborn people. And I do love you. You do know that, right?
Of course I do.
Good. And I like to think that I know you love me too.
I do love you.
Ooh,
After all, I didn't tear up half of the Outlands searching for you.
Finwin, for now, just know that I'm safe. More or less. And just know that I will find you. Or you'll find me. We can make it a game on who finds who first. But there are things I need to take care of. And after I get it done, I promise I'll come back to you. I just need to...
Is the Green Cloaks...
Go ahead.
Does the Green Coats capture you have anything to do with my past?
When we got married, I told you I wouldn't lie to you. So... Not fully. It's a weird middle ground. It's tough for me to explain right now, at the very least. But look, they just got me on one job that we come to an arrangement for. I just need to find this person and retrieve them. After I get them and bring them back, the Green Cloaks will leave me alone. And they will leave you alone. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that we're safe.
Roland, did they give you the name of this person?
Yes, actually.
Will you tell me it if I ask for it?
Darling, I can't. I literally can't tell you. They got me in some sort of binding spell or something where I can't really disclose who I am trying to get. I apologize, darling.
Are they from the Feywild?
Yes, I can give that information out at least.
If I happen to be aligned with this person, what happens?
The humanoid goes silent for a very long time. Are you, darling?
Without knowing their name, I do not know for certain. But I have good reason to believe that I may be. I may be in more danger than originally we thought I was.
Darling, I mean this with all my heart. Yeah, I know that isn't fair, but I need you to get away from that person.
And if I do not?
The Green Cloaks are sending more elite people after this person. They are sending the special assassin units at them. They have been given orders to kill anybody and everyone that's around this person. Darling, please. Just leave.
I will see what I can do. But you know how hard it is for me to leave those that I've aligned myself with.
One of the reasons why I love you so much. At this point, you see the swarm is beginning to like shake a little bit, like begins to shimmer a little bit. And then you hear the humanoid figure go, "Damn. My spell is getting... It's running out of time, I should say.
Right.
I would give you a kiss goodbye, but I'd rather not have Melody flies taste your lips before I get to taste them."
I would prefer to not have them flying in my mouth. One more thing.
What is it?
I met a dwarf that gave me information on who you were with. He told me that when I see you again, I should tell you that Druig was looking for you.
He gave you that name.
Yes.
I need to finish this quickly. Darling, if you are aligned with this person, I will see you sooner than you think.
I know the feeling.
And I'm afraid that the next time we meet, we're gonna be on opposite sides of each other. Not by...
Not truly.
Not truly. But I need this person. I'm not gonna ask you to do anything. I'm not gonna use everything that we've had together to force you to do anything. I care about you too much to do any of that crap.
You're not that kind of person.
I'll just ask you, do your best to try to stay away from me. At least in that encounter.
Very well.
I love you.
I may have given my teammates a description of you and told you who they were to me. If a Dragonborn attempts to shoot you with a bow and arrow, please feel free to deck him in the face.
We'll see if he can hit his shot then, before I do. Oh, but I will request, if y'all do gang up on me, and I'm perhaps by myself for whatever reason, can y'all knock me out instead of, just killing me?
I will do my best. I promise nothing when it comes to these teammates, though. They are one step away from being mentally unstable.
Well, we could say the same thing about our dwarven friends in the past.
Very true.
Alright, darling, I do gotta go this time.
I'm glad you are safe.
I'm glad I get to somewhat hear your voice. And as dangerous
Love you.
as it is, I do hope we get to see each other. And I do love you too, darling. And with that, you see all the melody flies around begin to dissipate and begin to fly off in different directions, leaving the humanoid form of that's being made of melody flies slowly begins to drift off into the sky. Maze, you just see all the melody flies just leave.
Just straight fuck off. I'm like, okay. What?
Fenwin is shaking, for
Oh.
lack of a better term.
So, Maze walks over, putting down the goofiness. Are you okay?
We have a lot to talk about.
Okay. Well,
It may be wise to wake the others.
I think we should wait till the morning. Or clearly you should rest. You seem a bit shaken.
You can say that.
I'll finish out my
Fenwin as they start moving back towards the camp, Fenwin reaches into her tunic and starts playing with her necklace that with her betrothed.
Okay. As the two of y'all walk back to camp, then when you return to your tent and Maze, you try to understand what the fuck just happened. For lack of a better term. Doesn't take too long. Another hour or so until you see the sun begins to creak over the horizon and the rest of your watch goes by uneventful. As everyone begins to slowly stir and wake up one by one.
Oh boy.
You could say that again.
I look at Lauren when she steps out of tent. You actually went back to sleep immediately. You just completely ignored the situation.
Well, what did you want me to do about it?
Some solidarity would have been nice. Maybe. I don't know.
Wouldn't have
You,
mattered much.
of all
the one who
people,
responded to
are
her.
the most equipped to be alone in terms of your power. You could just blow them all up.
I would not only blow up myself, but like everybody else. You know that, right?
Well, then that would have woken me up.
Not if you're dead.
No.
Ren comes out of the tent, like rubs the sleep away from her eyes. What's going on?
Well, it would appear we had an incident a few hours ago with
One way to
more of
put it.
those millety flies, and
Oh,
Fenwin went into them and was gone, and said that we had something to talk about. So she wanted to wake everyone up right away, but I said we should probably wait till the morning. Let her get some rest, think like their thoughts. I don't know what happened either.
oh,
And when steps out of her tent as well, still slightly shaking.
Just
Not as
I'm also clear. Cora and Abel, are y'all still sleeping? Or did y'all step out of the tent? I just want to be sure.
Carr would have, if he would have woken up and he would have seen the fucking glowflies, he would have immediately run back into his tent and hid.
I mean, like, it's in the morning now, but
And yes, I'm awake.
My God.
very fair.
He had a very, very awful dream because he heard a lot of buzzing. He just looks frazzled.
Abel, I'm assuming you're awake too?
Yeah, I'm awake. I think I'm just kind of listening to what right now before I go out.
Okay.
Fenwin walks out,
Mm-hmm.
still slightly shaking, but noticeably not as bad as right after the melody flies left. Is everyone awake?
I think so. Are you okay? You're shaking a little bit. What happened?
Where's Abel?
Abel! Are you brooding?
I popped my head out of the tent.
You guys have a dream about bugs too.
Why would I dream about bugs?
Like I kept hearing buzzing all night and we're just those things almost killed me at least 3 times.
But they didn't.
They danced with us
They
one
didn't. They danced with you.
time. Oh no, I had no part in that. Fuck that.
I'm just of course just very carefully just gonna go look around the campsite to make sure there's no giant bugs. He has
There's no
melody.
giant bugs.
He has melody fly PTSD. They blew up on me 3 times. Okay, I almost died 3 times that fight. Okay?
Hell yeah.
Well, I did die once, you know.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Maze, would
I
you like
suppose
to
what you
start
said then.
explaining?
Fair enough.
There's nothing I can explain. I saw the bugs.
Well, with
I-
your part, I don't know what happened before you woke me up.
Nothing. I saw the glowing in the woods. Initially it was just a deer jumped out of the woods, so I was going to shrug it off, but knowing better how we always end up dealing with random shit, I decided to cast detect magic to make sure it wasn't like a fucking shapeshifter or something. And I picked up on the enchantment magic in the woods, and I sent Poe to investigate, and it was those fucking bugs. So I went to Laurie first, and she just told me to go fuck myself and go back to sleep. And then
Say
I
that?
came. Yeah. And then I went and got Finland because she has them. I figured that's the next best thing. I don't want to go near them again. They blew up on me last time. Why would I go near them? And she walked into them. And then I just backed up
Yeah.
further and just waited.
Yes. The day before, as we were traveling, walking away from the dragon, you all asked me what has been going on and why me and Ren are traveling, correct? Due to some of the circumstances which Maze did not see last night, I believe I need to explain. More specifically, exactly who I am. My full name is Fenlin Moonbrook, which I'm not sure if you would recognize at all, Laurie.
Do I
But
Yeah,
it
recognize
is the name. Do you? Does she?
Did I?
I
was gonna
mean,
say, I don't think I did.
theoretically.
Make me a history check, Larry.
Oh, this is gonna
Do
go
I
great.
too?
I'm really
I wonder
smart.
if I did.
Hey.
Nope.
No!
Not a clue.
Alright.
Maze, based on your background, not this name.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, not that name.
Laurie would have had the best chance. Well, that is the family name of one of the noble, or I suppose closer to royal, families in the Feywild.
Oh,
That's actually fucking crazy that I don't know that. That's so funny.
yeah. I mean,
Now that Finwin mentioned that, it's starting to point it out. It does click in your head that it goes like, oh.
I was about to say, I was like, May's his family was a noble family, but also she didn't give a fuck about the politics, so maybe she just doesn't care to know.
And this was in the Fate WoW specifically. That's why I said that you wouldn't know this noble house.
Yeah. Laurie, I'm sure you understand what that may entail,
Yes.
but when the rift opened, some of the first to come through were people hired by the elven families to come and see what this rift was doing. Among those was Roland. At the time, I did not know him. He was just an outsider. Eventually, it got to the point where they were about to close the rift, or at least start guarding it more heavily, and I asked him to take me with him. That is how I became a ranger and a stormkeeper. Those melody flies last night were his. That was his swarm, or at least a part of it. He sent them to look for me, to explain what has been going on and why he is with the Greencloaks.
Wait, there was
They captured him. Oh yes, there was a message.
It was a message or a communication?
Suppose a communication would be closer.
Mace looks at Lars like, oh, thank God you didn't kill him. Not audibly saying that, just
Yeah.
looks like a sigh of relief. It's like, okay.
Anyway. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
It's gone.
How do you follow that up?
Okay. As it was he was giving me a message to explain why he was with the Greencloaks. Part of the reason that the Greencloaks had taken him was in search of me, as I believe my family had hired at least some of them to look for me. And in return for the Green Cloaks not coming after me, Roland has taken on a mission to find someone from the Feywild.
Oh,
Ah,
That he could not give details on, other than that they were from the Feywild.
and I assume
I have
you believe that it's me.
very good reason to believe that it's you, considering who your family is. Or who I think they may be, at the very least. I'm not entirely certain.
Well, whatever you think of them, you're probably right.
oh boy.
He knows that I have aligned with you. And the rest of the information he told me is what I believe telling you all this would be important to do. The Green
Yes.
Cloaks are sending an elite assassin squad to find you. They are instructed to kill anyone they find with you. Roland is now a part of this team, not necessarily by his own choice.
Hmm.
In an effort to protect me and to keep me hidden.
Sounds like we need to be cautious in any fight going forward. It's good to know
Extremely.
that it's not by choice. At least, well, I guess it is by choice, but it's not necessarily the same as choosing to be an asshole versus, you know, choosing to do something you don't necessarily want to do but to protect somebody.
Indeed. So, as it is highly likely that the next time we cross paths we will be on quote unquote opposing sides, I would request that Abel does not shoot him with an arrow on sight.
Well, if it comes down to it, hi, I'm back, by the way. No bugs around. If it comes back down to it, I could just bash him over the head with my shield. This thing hurts pretty good.
That was the other thing he requested, is if we find him wandering alone, we knock him out instead of doing any other
Sounds good.
unsavory thing.
Got it.
I will do everything in my power to ensure that it ends in an ideal way, but make no mistake. I will not pull any punches to protect people I care about.
Just don't fireball him specifically.
Well, like I said, it won't happen if it's not necessary.
Roland
Yeah, but you're a
will-
bit trigger happy with that spell.
I've cast it
I-
twice.
And you blew up a lot of people twice.
My goodness. This is why I told him that this group was one step away from being mentally insane.
Well, I'd say some of us are a bit closer than that.
Yeah. And it's
So
not
I
a
said at
question-
least.
It's not a question of insanity. It's a question of
I'm just gesturing to both Maze and Laurie.
Kind of giving one of those.
Yeah, pretty much.
I made a promise to
Well,
myself that I'd never let anything to lose. I'd never lose somebody I cared about again, and I've already failed it again once. I'm not going to do it again, no matter what that means.
fair enough. And I will not hold it against you if it does happen. Since this whole situation was extremely tricky. In any case, Roland will be a part of this squad, so it is more than likely we will run into them very soon.
If anything, we could aim for him first, get him out of the way, and proceed to slaughter the rest.
If he found you, then now he knows where to find the rest of us.
Not entirely. I did not tell him that you are a part of my party. I just told him that you are aligned with me.
But he's a smart man, right?
Oh, he has no idea where we are.
Well,
Well, that's good.
if they've tracked me as far as
He-
they have, I'm sure the Green Cloaks have their ways.
Very likely, but at least not specifically where we are. The first thing he said was that he hoped that his swarm would find me. I believe that a part of this spell is not necessarily knowing exactly where it is. I believe as long as we keep moving, I don't think we are in too much danger.
We've made a lot of waves, and I don't know how much he's going to aid the party or the Green Cloaks knowing now that you may be aligned with them. I don't know how much he intends to aid them, but if he's half as
Do not know either.
as I think he may be, he's going to look for parties making the waves, and that's gonna lead him right to our trail. We haven't been the most subtle.
With this group, I imagine not. Considering how many things you have coming after.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's
I'm literally just some grunt they picked up off the road. So I mean,
In any case, at worst, what happens is Roland accidentally dies.
didn't we
Best,
have scrolls?
you get to kill a lot of green cloaks.
yeah. Did they say that they had him like he's in some sort of binding contract or something?
Yes, they did say that. He did say that. That is part of the reason why he could not give me the name of the person that they were going after.
Okay.
I did not think to ask if that meant he would have to give over any information that I gave him. But he did not seem worried about it.
May have to think of a
And
way to
I-
break that spell before we try anything, because there's no telling what else it has. You know, it could be a spell that he screams in agony and dies if he tries
I was
to
gonna say it could make his head
turn on the
explode.
person who cast it or something.
Yes.
What?
It seemed that as long as he completed this mission and got Laurie, that I would no longer be in danger of being come after by my family.
We'll get used to being hunted down, sweetheart, because we get a lot of that shit happening here.
I'm going to suggest something,
Uh-oh. She's thinking, be careful.
and it might not be the best plan.
See?
It's certainly not my first choice, but if Something has to be done. We handle our business in Gernama. And next time the Green Cloaks come, we go with them.
What?
If Roland is there, and we go with them, he takes me back to the Feywild, he will have completed his mission. And
That means we just have to go back in and get you out.
if
Not
we
if we
all
go with them.
if we all go,
Yeah, but who says they don't try and kill us first? They only want her.
Well,
if I agree to go with them, I don't think they'd kill you for no reason. It's not necessary.
Maybe the last
would be a
3
lot
times
of
that would have been the
extra
case, but
They're literally sending this big group of big bads after us. I think we've kind of crossed the border of they're not going to try and kill us.
it's worth a
If
shot.
we follow at a distance, it could work.
We all know I'm great at stealthing.
Yes, if I
Exactly, Sam.
I
I'm being
may
hunted
or may not
anyway.
go away back into the Feywild without being noticed, even as someone as unstealth as Akora. If that is where they're taking you, I don't see any reason why we could not come and get you, if this is truly the plan you wish to go with.
As I said, it's definitely not my first choice, but it might be the only choice at this point.
I
They're
think
going
it's
to keep
time we
coming
dealt
after
with
me.
that. Yeah.
I think the only thing I can do at this point is to cut the problem off at the source. We kill my father, my mother if she gets in our way.
Do any of your relatives like you?
Some of my siblings do.
Okay, we'll keep them.
Yes.
Oh, well, lucky enough for you.
Wait, what?
One of them doesn't, for sure, but
Well, we can push that one off a cliff.
well, I wouldn't
2
be so
cliffs.
quick. You know that shack that appeared with that strange woman who was trading in secrets?
Oh,
That was a
what
thing.
did you do?
I asked her about my sister, the second eldest of all of my siblings. I had been told that she was dead a while ago. And she told me that my sister wasn't dead, but she wanted to kill my father.
Oh,
Okay. So, potential ally. Got it. Noted.
It might be difficult to convince her to do anything that involves agreeing with me, but
Don't call it consider it agreeing with you. Consider it agreeing against your father.
exactly.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Don't think any of my siblings particularly like him. Based on his personality, I'm guessing most of the staff in the house don't like him either. Might have a lot of allies.
The main thing I'm concerned about is if my family has heard of your family issues and with you being gone, how my family would have used this to climb the social ranks.
Oh, I'm
Is
sure my family did the best they could to conceal the fact that I was gone. For as long as they could. Maybe they told
the
everyone
issue
that
is
I was dead too. But who knows?
they may have decided to work together.
That may be the case.
which will be interesting when we go back. Oh, in any case, this may be the best plan we have. So, we complete what we need to do in Gernama. And then we go nip the bud.
We wait for the green cloaks to find us. To find
Or,
me.
well, more accurate, yes. As I do believe that if we are seen with you, we will likely be. How do they put it? Hit first, ask questions later.
I'll have. I suppose, if we're all in at least tentative agreement,
What do we think?
Oh yeah, what could possibly go wrong with us, with our luck in the Feywild, full of crazy creatures that do a lot of fucked up things? What
Oh,
could go
so
wrong?
many things. So many things. It'll be great.
Don't do this.
I do not believe that is the best course of action. We have children to consider the lives of.
That as well. But that does bring up the issue of if we do fight the Green Cloaks when they come for Laurie, the likelihood of them also dying. Roland stated anyone that they found with Laurie would be killed.
they're going to keep hunting me if I just kill them all this time. They'll just send more.
Yeah. And
Right.
Abel,
No doubt that this includes children.
yeah, absolutely. And Abel, these kids are in danger with us every day. And it's just getting worse. They have no place among us. But we burned the one bridge that we had, or at least apparently you two did, to give them a place to be. Maybe we can, maybe on the way back, we can swing by Rusty Point? Was the temple right? And
Excuse me.
lead them in the care there. Sid? I mean, I don't know. Do you guys trust him? He stayed. He might be willing to look after them.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
I'm not sure. I didn't know him for that long.
I'd
I don't-
trust them that they'd be safe at the temple more than they would be in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Once we are done, we could come back and get them. But either way, it would be wise to drop them off before we go with the Green Cloaks or after them. Whether fighting or waiting.
Well, I've been tossing the idea around for a while that we need to find a permanent solution for these children. With us, there's no place for these kids. I mean, I know we have a plan to take Ryan home. And boy, is it a journey. But we can't keep on that journey without handling this. It will follow us to all ends. And I don't really know. I mean, maybe
I don't think they'd be well taken. The green or whoever would be well handled in across the border.
Yeah.
If not.
Food for thought. We can think on that. Everyone can ponder it on what we want to do. But we have an objective. Let's focus on that for now and take care of that, and
Yes.
then make a decision.
Right.
Hmm.
Shall we get moving
That would be wise.
Please, before Bruce gets any ideas.
then?
Yes, you're a very handsome and very strong lad.
Oh shit! Y'all were looking at me. That's right.
Yeah.
Webcam.
Excellent work, Sam.
Thank you. I get into my characters. Thank you.
Did you forget? You're
Uh,
a camera.
Well, I forget that there's a camera right here. I actually have it on.
Alright.
No, my fault. Anyways.
Bless.
Well,
I love it.
with all that being said, y'all pack up camp and continue on your journey to Gernama. And maybe a few hours have passed until you finally reach a hill that overlooks the somewhat small town. And you're quick to notice that there are a few thin smoke streams that seem to be coming from the town, looking like they're either a start of a fire or there used to be a fire here and there in the town. And as y'all get closer and closer, I need everyone to roll me a D100 for me, please.
Oh fuck, we're all gonna die.
Oh boy.
Okay. I need. It's that one and that one. Okay. I need Maze, Ren, Laurie, and Abel. So I need to make sure I have this right. I need y'all each to roll me a d6 for me, please. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Alrighty
Go
then.
fuck myself, I guess.
Okay. So, as y'all get closer to the town, immediately, every single one of you feels a strange presence, like a strange aura that seems to just hit all of y'all very suddenly. Finwin and Akora, both of y'all take notice to it, and you kind of just easily shrug it off. Maze, Rin, Laurie, and Abel, y'all feel this sort of tension that kind of takes hold of your body. Maze, it feels like once it hits you, you feel like a sudden kind of emotion is starting to dwell up in you, but it's not too bad. And you even hearing like a confusion coming from Igris himself. Ren, Laurie, and Abel, you feel an influence just take hold of you for the briefest of moments. And as it takes hold of you, you can't help
Let's sing.
Wouldn't that be amazing? You can't help but feel irritated like something's bubbling up. Like for some reason, the like anger is starting to fester in you, and y'all are starting to take notice. Abel, you're getting easily more irritated than usual. You're starting to get like, why the fuck are these people are? You're like starting to think this, that you're starting to get like an emotion dwelling up, thinking you need to protect Lily, and these people are annoying, but whatever. Ren, you're getting Ren and Laurie, y'all are easily getting more irritated. Any little thing is starting to like easily irritate y'all, which is weird because Laurie, especially you're one to go with the flow, but now a lot more things are starting to irritate you. Meaning, for the stay of this town, Ren, Laurie, and Abel. Azakar is dying in the background. Y'all three continue as y'all are, but y'all have to continue with the three of y'all being easily more irritated than usual. And y'all can express that how you will.
Just pretend you're an overstimulated autistic person. You'll understand very quickly.
Oh boy, I don't have to pretend.
Yeah.
Foul.
I'm definitely pretending. Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is totally roleplay.
And with that, we will go ahead and end tonight's session.
I'm glad that I'm not the only person that's like that. I'm sorry.
I only found out I was autistic earlier last year. I got diagnosed.
This year, same.
Uh-huh.
I don't have like a formal
Uh,
diagnosis, but I'm like,
Yeah, we're
There's
pretty sure
something
you are
there.
as well, but we love you for that.